firstly welcome everyone with a traditional song, which means that as children of Mother Earth, we come together, we share together as one under the sun, the moon and the stars.
Ausgrid has invited you here to discuss the pretty challenging issue of what do we do in the face of extreme weather events.
Really important that we engage with local communities so we can understand the subtleties that matter to them, really true issues they're dealing with around resilience, and then we can direct the investment appropriately to their area.
Back in the day, I went through the whole Patchadbolka experience. Locally, we had a lot of flooding, school interruptions, a whole bunch of domestic interruptions.
There was one time when we had a massive storm and it fused all the lights.
It was nearly a month. We had no water, no power, no gas. All our downstairs was submerged for 2 weeks.
Our job is in a factory, basically, so that's connect to all electricity, and then it affect our job in the workplace.
We really need to do something to protect people and get resilience and get the community involved.
Ausgrid, traditionally when it's planned its next 5 years, it's relied on engineers and spreadsheets, but the world's becoming increasingly uncertain, particularly around climate change. So you can't use that approach anymore.
For us, it's about really understanding what they expect us to do. And it's then for us to understand how we can turn that into plans that can make a difference for the local community.
You have to go and talk to people and find out what's valuable and what's useful.
It's not easy to put yourself out amongst them, but it's really important if you want to deliver an outcome that better meets their needs, their expectations.
We heard a lot from customers working in groups. They were challenging each other and challenging us.
Building upon people's lived experience of extreme weathers.
And what they felt the gaps, looking back at those experiences, the gaps in the service delivery and where they felt more vulnerable.
You can certainly hear behind the conversations the trauma of past floods and storms, and that they don't want people to experience that in future.
Your extreme weather, Joanne, what happened?
People are learning more and asking questions, and I've learned a bit more infrastructure side of things.
It gave me like a basic idea about what's going on in community and what's gonna be affect us in the future.
Your risk of more sustained outages driven by climate is expected to grow.
Ausgrid put forward a range of solutions that could meet those needs.
We've got a liaison person that is going to help people in their own resilience to get through an event.
Someone that's proactively been planning that coordination to say, right, here is the playbook.
On the other side, we have the blackout plan that will potentially assist all customers.
There were a lot of questions that came up from the group, and the expertise provided by Ausgrid did allow for quite robust answers.
They were prepared to listen to maybe other views or minority views.
My question is, how accurate do you think the numbers are at the moment?
I just thought one community centre in one location is not really servicing the whole area.
Letting people know what you should be kind of preparing, what kind of personal preparation measures you can put into place.
I realised I actually had quite an opinion, and it was nice being able to share that, and it was navigated really well in being able to bring out different thoughts and ideas.
So we need to understand what are the items in this package that are the most important to this community. We debated it, we voted on them. If you think they are in the right place, put a yellow card. A higher priority, we'd like you to put a green card. A lower priority, we'd like you to put a red card. We prioritised the package and we wrote an explanation about why it was a good package.
In some instances, votes might not have been unanimous, but there was always at least an 80% majority to move something forward.
So a really resounding message that this package is right.
We've included the development and rollout of a blackout plan.
Electricity is a shared resource and should be a shared responsibility.
The process gave a great opportunity for everyone to be heard equally. No one was left out.
I thought it would just be in a room with a bunch of other people talking, but I really felt included and heard.
The RCP's played a really critical role for Ausgrid.
We're here to be the voice of the consumers that have been involved and be their champion to make sure that everything is held together on the way through to when it goes to the voice of community and it's developed into the regulatory proposal.
It's very unusual to have this level of involvement
of your ordinary consumer with an organisation such as Ausgrid, and I certainly really appreciate it.
And it's given me a lot of confidence again that, that there is a voice in the community.
This is where we can build it more, better and stronger for our community to be resilient.
The system, the process worked. This is those outcomes because of what we heard, what we saw and what we felt.
Nothing I can achieve at work can come anywhere near what we can achieve as a group. So thank you very much for being part of this. It's really been massive for me.